What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Igneous Gaming. The King of Kings has returned inside of Destiny 2, though you do have to play some Trials of Osiris. And I'm not talking about any normal king. I'm talking about Igneous Hammer, one of the best hand cannons inside of Destiny 2. It was first introduced inside of Season 13, and it has been a part of my arsenal for the better half of over a year now, ever since it released. It's been a fantastic weapon. If you noticed, I would say probably about 4 months or so. 4 months ago, we did a comparison between Igneous Hammer and Round Robin, just because Round Robin is a 120 and it's craftable. But like I said, you will have to play Trials of Osiris, and I know a lot of people don't really like doing that. You don't really have to get an Adept. Adept is nice to have. Of course, it's prestigious. It does, you know, signify that you are a dominant player, of course, but unless you're cheating. But as long as you could just get a roll, just by playing Trials. There are a bunch of different trait combinations. We do have some new traits available for Igneous Hammer this go round, and my prediction was correct. When we did the round robin comparison, I predicted season 23 or 22 that Igneous Hammer would return, and it has. So here's a rundown of the traits and what you should be looking for when grinding Trials of Osiris. Now, first and foremost, I just want to clarify that this weapon is mainly a PvP weapon. That's pretty much what it was built for. PvE is okay, but there's a lot of other better options out there. So I really wouldn't use this hand cannon inside of PvE. Of course, I will give some recommendations for PvE as well. Although, like I said, I don't really feel it's a PvE hand cannon. It's really just a PvP hand cannon. It performs very well inside of PvP. It's very sticky. It is a godly hand cannon in the right hand, so to speak. You can 3-tap all day long with it, and we're going to jump right into the traits. For me, the barrel perk, I'm going with Fluted Barrel. I know it's at the top of the list in gold, but I just like how it gives you that boost of handling. For me, handling is everything in every shooting game. I even outclass it more than range. I know range is like a hot topic. Everybody wants the most range. But for me, I like handling. If the weapon does not feel snappy, I don't really want to play with it. That's the biggest struggle that I have with certain sluggish weapons inside of Destiny 2. If it doesn't have that good handling, I can't use it. And Igneous Hammer just meets the criteria. It feels so good when you are actually using the weapon. Now for the mag perk, I'm going to go with Ricochet Rounds. You get a bump in stability and range, so it's overall just a useful mag perk to have. Now for that third trait column, of course, for PvP, I'm going to go with either Rapid Hit or Keep Away. It's pretty self-explanatory. Fragile Focus is okay. It does give you that bump in range just because you don't have to worry about the penalties that the perk used to have. Before, if you just took damage, you would lose that range. Now you actually have to lose your shields to lose that range bonus. So it's okay, but you might as well just play with Keep Away, because Keep Away gives you that bump as well. Now, Fragile Focus does give you a plus 20 in range, rather Keep Away does give you a plus 10, but with this being a 120, you already have a lot of range anyways, and Keep Away gives you a plus 30 with reload speed and narrows the accuracy cone by 5%. Now, Rapid Hit is a great option as well, as long as you're getting precision hits and they're in a rapid fashion. You do get a bump to stability, reload speed, and you get a reload duration multiplier. So it's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I would prefer Rapid Hit inside of PvP. You know, it's one of them things where it's like a give and take. Keep Away does give you that great bonus without even having to do anything. But if you are a solid player, at 5 stacks of Rapid Hit, you get 25 stability and a plus 60 for reload speed. It's pretty good, you know. There's really a lot of debate between those two, and it really just depends on your play style and how well you play. I'm not the greatest with hand cannons. I'm not the greatest at all inside of PvP, though I do recommend the lesser of the two. I would actually recommend Keep Away, just because you don't have to do anything to get those additional benefits. So that's where I would actually go. Of course, we got Heal Clip on here, which I'm not really sold on it with this particular hand cannon, especially since it's a new trait. I'm sure it works pretty well on other weapons, but it just doesn't work well with Igneous Hammer, in my experience anyways. Now for that final trait column, you can't go wrong with the Opening Shot, Moving Target, or Eye of the Storm. I would actually prefer either Opening Shot or Moving Target. I'm not really too fancy on letting my health get too low in a gunfight. I try to stay alive. That's the main goal anyways, though it does boost that accuracy very well. So these are solid traits for you. Of course, we do have incandescent, which in the background gameplay you do see me using. I have played with multiple roles, and I can say that this hand cannon performs very well, especially if you have the traditional right setup to use it. And of course, we do have some new perks with it, so it was nice to see this weapon get a refresh. I knew it was coming, we just didn't quite know when. But yeah, as far as PvE goes, I'm still going to stick with fluted barrel just because I like my guns to be snappy. That's just how I am. For that second mag perk, I am going to go with the pendant mag because there's no side effects. You get a +2 for the magazine size. You can't go wrong with that, especially with 120s. You only get 8 rounds initially, so to be able to bump that to 10 with no side effects is great in my opinion, especially for PvE. For that third trait column, heal clip is a fantastic idea. If you do get a final blow, it will grant cure to you and nearby allies. That's great and all, but I kind of like keep away still. I would pretty much just stick with keep away if it was up to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with grinding for a heal clip roll. It's just the fact that hand cannons aren't really that great inside of PvE right now. We do have some good ones, but 120s are just not, they're not it for PvE right now. For that final trait column, I like incandescent. It's basically a knockoff sunshot. You get the explosions. It does work with scorch. You can build into it. That's just something that I like. It's satisfying watching your enemies explode. Of course, we have golden tricorn. We also have frenzy, and then we have a new perk called precision instrument. Dealing sustained damage increases precision damage. There might be a play there with the hunter class. You know, it just depends on really what you're trying to build into. I'm not 100% sure if this actually stacks or not with the lucky pants, but we may do some testing and see where we are at with that. But like I said, if you are trying to go for Igneous Hammer, one, you already got to play Trials of Osiris. If you're not really into Trials, I doubt you're really going to be trying to grind for PvE and PvP, especially when we have other hand cannons that you can craft. Now, like I said in my round robin versus Igneous Hammer video, I believe Igneous Hammer is the best hand cannon in the game, especially with 120s. It just feels so good. And at one point, this weapon was dominating the Crucible until Rampage got nerfed. That was the OG. You could 2-tap all day long with it, and it was very satisfying to play with. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It is a free way to support me, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next video.